Sister Wives. Christine Brown says Kody betrayed her. Christine Brown has officially walked away from her spiritual husband, Kody Brown. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia, and I hope you're doing well by God's grace. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. As a mother of 6, Christine has opened up in various interviews about her past with Kody. And as revealed in the latest episode of the Sister Wives one-on-one special, Christine still has much to share about their time together. Robyn Brown's changing persona in Season 19. For many years, Sister Wives viewers noticed Robyn Brown often becoming emotional on camera. But in Season 19, something felt different. She appeared more reserved and composed, something longtime fans quickly picked up on. Naturally, people began to wonder, had she noticed how viewers reacted to her past emotional moments online? Or perhaps she simply felt there was no longer a need to express herself the same way. Over time, Robyn's emotional expressions had become a recognizable part of the show, almost as familiar as Kody's intense expressions. But this season, viewers saw a shift. Robyn remained calm, often quiet, and noticeably less tearful. Some fans even joked about the nickname she once had, Sobbin' Robyn. But now, the emotional outbursts seem to have faded, leading many to speculate about what truly changed behind the scenes. Of course, whenever Robyn Brown expressed strong emotions in front of Kody, his reactions were often intense and sometimes directed toward the other wives. However, in Season 19, those tearful moments appeared far less frequently. Robyn's daughter still showed emotional expressions that viewers noticed, but Robyn herself remained surprisingly calm during the one-on-one tell-all. The cameras captured her usual physical gestures, trembling lips, a quivering chin, and hands to her face, but actual tears were noticeably absent. Observers found this shift intriguing. As one viewer put it, Robyn appeared stone-faced. This new demeanor sparked widespread conversation on social media. Some fans began to question whether her emotional displays in previous seasons were genuine or perhaps more calculated than previously thought. The tell-all episode would have been an expected moment for heightened emotions, but instead, Robyn remained more composed and even distant. One fan even commented that she may have never truly cried, just wiped her face to give the impression of emotion. Over the years, many fans observed how Robyn often became emotional when there was conflict or tension in the family. Her ability to express vulnerability became a key part of her presence on the show. However, now that Christine, Janelle, and Meri, often referred to as the OG3, have all moved on, some viewers believe Robyn may no longer feel the need to be as expressive, especially if there's no perceived threat to her position in the family dynamic. As for the show itself, Season 19 concluded with Episode 29, titled One-on-One Part 4. There is no scheduled Episode 30, marking the end of this chapter of Sister Wives. The TLC series continues to follow Kody Brown, a father of 18 and husband in a plural marriage, as he navigates the challenges of family, faith, and emotional balance. In the finale, a new perspective was offered by David, who shared his view on men's responsibilities in plural marriages. Meanwhile, Kody made a surprising confession about something from his college years, something he had kept from Christine and Janelle for a long time. This revelation led Christine to express concerns about other possible secrets, reigniting old trust issues. Meri Brown sets the record straight. In the final, one-on-one special of the season, Meri Brown addressed a long-standing rumor. Many fans believed she had introduced Robyn to Kody. But Meri clarified, quite firmly, that this was not the case. When asked about the rumor, Meri responded, "I didn't introduce Robyn to Kody." The host, surprised, asked, "You didn't?" Meri replied again, "No. There's a whole discussion happening online, but it's not true." She then explained that she and Kody were together when they met Robyn, but their initial meeting happened naturally through mutual acquaintances. Mary emphasized that their connection developed over time, not because of her intervention. The topic of how Kody and Robyn first met came up during the one-on-one special when host Sukanya Krishnan asked Mary Brown if she had any regrets about introducing them. Mary quickly clarified. "I didn't introduce Robyn to Kody," she said. A surprised Krishnan responded. "You didn't?" Mary explained. "There's this whole discussion happening on social media right now claiming I introduced them, but that's simply not true." Mary Brown, the first of Kody Brown's 4 wives, emphasized that she and Kody were together when they first encountered Robyn. She recounted a casual moment from the past. "We were driving down the road and saw some neighbors and friends outside. We stopped to say hello. Kody was talking with Robyn's cousin's husband, while I started chatting with Robyn. That's how the initial connection began." In a separate interview, Kody shared his own version of that moment. He admitted that while Mary and Robyn were talking, he and Robyn were both somewhat cautious and keeping a bit of distance. Kody went on to say he was curious about Robyn's relationship status at the time and tried to learn more subtly. "I was a little embarrassed because I couldn't break eye contact the first time I saw her," he admitted. "That first sighting actually happened earlier, at church," Kody recalled. "I saw her sitting alone and thought, she's probably in her late 20s or early 30s. I made eye contact and couldn't look away. Eventually, she looked away, and that's when I kind of snapped out of it." Though they didn't speak during that first encounter, the connection was undeniable. Later, after an actual conversation with Robyn, Mary encouraged Kody to get to know her better and described her as cute. Not long after, Kody, Mary, and Christine attended a dance where Robyn was also present. Christine had gone home early, and it was close to the final dance, Kody said. "Mary nudged me and said, 'You should ask Robyn to dance.' Kody followed her advice, and that dance turned into something special. It felt like the whole room disappeared. We were talking as if we'd known each other our entire lives. There was a strong sense of comfort and a real emotional connection," Kody said. When asked if he had ever felt something similar with his other wives, Kody paused and replied, "Not that I recall." It was more of a practical thought process, Kody explained when comparing his past relationships. Now let's take a closer look at how Robyn Brown revealed a different side of herself in Season 19, one that many longtime fans weren't expecting. For over a decade, Robyn maintained a carefully crafted image on sister wives, soft-spoken, emotional, and often seen as the peace-seeking fourth wife. Her heartfelt confessionals even earned her the nickname Sobbin' Robyn. She frequently expressed a desire for unity in the family. But during Season 19's Tell-All and its aftermath, fans began to notice cracks in that image. Robyn seemed less like the heartbroken wife and more like someone who had long benefited from the shifting family dynamic. She had often said she didn't want to be the favorite wife and claimed to cherish the earlier days of unity. Yet during the Tell-All, those statements didn't fully align with her actions or words. When asked about her relationship with Kody, Robyn gave vague and sometimes conflicting answers. At one point, she said she was blindsided by the family's unraveling, and then later suggested she had seen it coming. She mentioned loving all the wives, but also admitted that she hadn't spoken to some of them in months. Even the host appeared puzzled, pressing Robyn on the inconsistencies. But instead of offering clarity, Robyn returned to her signature emotional responses. One moment that stood out to fans was a discussion around a particular hobby of hers. It had been reported that Robyn spent a significant amount of money on a personal collection, something that drew criticism, especially as family resources were in question. Despite denying the scale of her involvement, many viewers felt it was another example of her receiving preferential treatment. But what truly confirmed the favoritism for fans was a moment that may have seemed small, a comment about a luggage rack. During the Tell-All, the host asked Robyn if she always got the luggage rack during trips. Robyn replied casually, "Yes. This is so silly." When asked if she knew it bothered the others, she responded, "I had no idea." Pressed further, she said, "Maybe I'd just put my luggage up there first." To viewers, this wasn't just a minor incident. It symbolized a larger issue. Robyn getting consistent priority in seemingly small things reflected a broader pattern. Over the years, Kody appeared to spend more time, energy, and affection with Robyn and her children, while the other families felt sidelined. It wasn't that Robyn intended to become the central figure of the show, but that's what happened. Whether consciously or not, she ended up with the legal marriage, emotional support, and a major role in Kody's life, especially as his other marriages crumbled. Even though Robyn often said she missed the unity of the earlier years, many fans believe the reality told a different story. The emotional distance from the other wives and the steady support from Kody painted a picture of imbalance that couldn't be ignored. While Robyn may not view herself as the cause of the family's divide, many fans, and perhaps even the other sister wives, see her differently. Her position in the family, both emotionally and practically, became a point of tension. In the eyes of viewers, it became clear Robyn seemed to have everything, while the others were left feeling overlooked. And that's a reality that's hard for many fans to forget. As the season progressed, fans also noticed Kody's tendency to portray himself as a misunderstood husband. He often framed himself as the one being wronged, even as his relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Christine weakened. In the case of Janelle, Kody expressed frustration, but the way he framed it raised eyebrows, and fans were quick to react. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, tensions reached new levels, and Kody Brown didn't hold back during the tell-all. Kody went on a heated rant about Janelle Brown, explaining why he no longer wanted to try saving their relationship, despite Robyn encouraging him to do so. His reasoning? He believed Janelle wasn't in love with him, just physically attracted to him. Kody claimed, "I think she just thinks I'm attractive. Maybe because of my physique, but I don't think she loves me." Fans were stunned by the comment. On social media, many felt it exposed Kody's inflated sense of self, especially since, throughout the show's history, Kody and Janelle were portrayed as having more of an intellectual or friendly bond than a romantic one. Even Meri Brown once said that Janelle entering the family was easier for her because she saw Janelle and Kody's relationship as more platonic, almost like close friends, rather than romantic rivals. But things changed. During the tell-all, Janelle herself opened up about missing intimacy in her life, saying candidly, "The hormones are tough when you're alone, but you just deal with it." It was a moment of rare vulnerability that gave fans insight into what she had been experiencing. While Kody's delivery was seen as harsh and insensitive, some viewers felt there was honesty on both sides. Janelle's comments suggested that part of her frustration came from a lack of connection, both emotionally and physically. Yet Kody wasn't fulfilling his role in the relationship on any level, not as a partner, and, many fans pointed out, not even as the father he once was. Janelle had been handling things on her own for a long time. For many fans, the issue wasn't that Janelle wanted companionship. It was that Kody seemed to offer her so little in return. And then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Christine Brown, no longer holding back. From the very beginning of her one-on-one interview, it was clear Christine was done keeping quiet. Her words were direct and her emotions raw. She reflected on years of feeling emotionally sidelined and said everything that came out of Kody's mouth was a lie. She revealed how often she put aside her own feelings just to keep the peace, especially during Kody's limited visits. That pattern, she said, caused her to lose her sense of self, a realization that came only after years of emotional compromise. But the revelations didn't stop there. Kody had previously mentioned a secret relationship he had during college, a time when he was disconnected from his faith. It wasn't something he had ever shared with his wives, except Robyn. Christine was shocked. Why did Robyn get to know something so personal while the rest of them didn't? For her, it wasn't just about a story from the past. It was about honesty, fairness, and trust. The timing of that revelation raised deeper questions. Christine began to wonder, had Robyn and Kody become emotionally or even physically close before they were officially spiritually married? She didn't make any firm accusations, but the speculation was clear. The fact that Robyn knew so much, so early, while the others were kept in the dark, made Christine, and many fans, question the full story behind that relationship. Christine Brown didn't provide hard evidence for her suspicions. It was more of a gut feeling than a direct accusation. Still, in the context of everything else, her words hit hard. As Sister Wives Season 19 wrapped up, one thing became painfully clear: this wasn't just a family disagreement. It was the unraveling of a deeply layered emotional bond, a collapse of trust, built up over years. Christine's statements weren't made in anger alone. They came from a place of reflection, the result of years of feeling invisible and unimportant. Robyn may have tried to explain her side, but the emotional distance between her and the other wives now feels impossible to bridge. There was a time when Sister Wives offered something groundbreaking, an honest look into polygamy and how faith, love, and family intersected. But now, many fans feel like they're watching a show stuck in rewind, reliving the same conflicts with no resolution in sight. After years of tension and dramatic exits, viewers were hoping Season 19 would bring closure, or at least progress. Instead, the tell-all specials repeated the same old conflicts. For many longtime fans, that repetition has worn thin. The emotional exits of Christine, Janelle, and Mary weren't just personal choices. They were turning points. These women chose independence over emotional neglect, and it changed the entire tone of the show. Since moving on, they seem happier and more fulfilled. Christine has remarried David Woolley and appears genuinely joyful. Janelle and Mary are rebuilding their lives, focusing on family, self-discovery, and healing outside the weight of a strained family dynamic. Viewers have been cheering them on, inspired by their resilience and growth. But while they've evolved, the show hasn't. Instead of adapting, it clings to the past. Fans are tired of watching the same arguments play out over and over again. One longtime viewer put it simply, "Greater than I've been here since the beginning, but I'm done. It's not even about Kody or Robyn anymore. It's just boring." Another said they didn't even finish the last tell-all episode because, in their words, "Greater than there's no story left. They're not sister wives anymore." That's the truth fans are grappling with. The original family structure is gone, but the show hasn't acknowledged that shift in any meaningful way. Still, there is hope, just not with the current format. Many fans are calling for a fresh start, a spin-off series that follows Christine, Janelle, and Mary as they rebuild, rediscover themselves, and share their next chapters. One fan wrote, "Greater than give us a show with the OG3. Let us see their lives now, their kids, their growth, their journeys, but leave Kody and Robyn out of it." So, where do Sister Wives go from here? Maybe the answer isn't in dragging out what's already broken. Maybe it's time to spotlight the women who had the courage to walk away.